The directions here say we should be doing this in a well-ventilated room. And I'm putting on gloves because it sounds like this is pretty caustic and a good precaution to have. You know, always safety first. So, as I get these gloves on, we're going to spray this down, and our directions say to let it set for at least 30 minutes. Now this is pretty heavily rusted, so we might have a second go at it by the end of the day, but we're going to try and see what one round of rust remover does. So, questions for you guys. Do you like coffee? What sort of coffees do you like? Really a fun way to start. I got really into coffee in the last couple of months, and I don't really know much about it, which is kind of why I picked the name Uncultured Aficionado. I want to learn, I want to know how to make this happen. So we're going to spray this down and see what happens. Ooh. Looks like I'll be using quite a bit. I've got a little tray underneath so that it will catch any excess that I spray on. I'm really kind of winging it, don't know what I'm doing, but we're going to figure it out together. So I think I need to take a break right now and get some paper towel to spread this around proper. So if it weren't apparent, I'm still figuring out what I'm doing. And today I want to learn how to restore. So that's what we're going to learn. So I've sprayed on some of this gel rust remover, and now I'm just kind of spreading across the whole thing so that it is good and coated. I like the roller for this because it's real easy to spread on. And we'll see what one application does before I get excited and try and do a second. Might even have to take some rust. See why they say well-ventilated area. Gosh golly. I'm using quite a bit of excess, but better safe than sorry in my earnest opinion, especially as we're learning to do this together. So I'm curious, has anyone else gone through and done any restoration projects they were happy with? Love to see some of the things that you guys have done as well. And if you got any tips for the next time I go into something like this, let me know. Because this is a little more complex than I was expecting. But after I got it all coated, we get to let it sit for 30 minutes. And we'll come back and see what it looks like. Alright, been a half hour later, and we are going to get to using some steel wool, well this is copper, to just make sure everything is roughed up and we get all that rust off. So we're going to go through this whole barrel, and then we'll do the base, and then we'll be back to see what it looks like once it's all cleaned up. That's all for now, we'll catch up in a minute. Alright, so we did our first round of cleaning, and it is looking a lot better now. But there's more work to do, so like we were thinking, there's going to be a second round of applying. Going to save you a little bit there and just get to it. But when we're done, everything should be looking much like this right here. Very excited to have that good, clean, irony look to it so that we can get to roasting coffee eventually. So, we'll check back in once we're all set and done. Alright. Now we're into the project, and we have done 2 applications of our rust remover, and it's looking a lot better. Here's our barrel. A lot of rust taken care of. Still a little patina to it, but we'll call it character. So just taking some time. Directions said to dry after rinsing off all of this. I'll tell you, while I was doing this barrel off stage, I unleashed quite the smell. This being an old roaster as it is, I didn't really think about what else we would be getting into, but as that rust remover was doing its thing, I'm guessing it was a grease smell that I got, but it was an ancient one. boy, howdy, I gagged. It was great. That's not the word I'd use to describe it, but we'll stay positive today. So we're gonna dry this up and see what it looks like in the end. It's already looking a lot better. And then from here, once it's all cleaned up, we will have to re-season it before we can do anything in that roaster. It's gonna help prevent some of the rust going forward and gives us an opportunity to imbue whatever we're roasting with wonderful flavors. Yeah, here we are. Roaster a lot cleaner. I took the door off in between. There's a little break right here in the rail. I'll have to get that fixed at some point. But this puppy, after I dry it off, I'll slide it right on, and that's where we'll load it. When I don't have it on the rolly thing, it tries to roll away. So, I always love feedback and constructive criticism. If there's something you saw me do that you think I did wrong, let me know. If there's something you liked how we did it, let me know. Next, we're gonna get some green coffee beans and see about what the roasting process looks like start to finish. Any suggestions on coffee beans, always appreciated. It'll be a couple of weeks before they come in. And then we will try our very own coffee roasted at home. Anyway, this is the Uncultured Aficionado. Thanks for stopping in.